Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to Watcher of Realms. I hope you're all having a great day and just enjoying this a little bit of quiet with Watcher of Realms. After the Halloween events, we definitely have a more quiet time around. We don't even have like any crazy summoning events coming in. This weekend is a 2x. If you want to summon, you can. It's definitely a better chance to get a legendary, but nothing too special. But that's not the point of the video today. The video today will be showcasing on how much better it is to farm specific stages for promoting your heroes. And promoting your heroes is one of the most beneficial things that you can do in Watcher of Realms because of the added difference in terms of stats. Promotion, if you played Raid before, promotion is like Ascension in Raid, right? You get way better stats if you promote a hero. Currently, I'll give you an example of my bro here. He is 5-star promoted. And once you get him to 6-star, he gets a benefit of 345 attack, 3000 health, and 460 defense just because of that, which adds up onto his base values. And then every single piece of gear that you might equip a champion will then have much better effect on the hero's overall stats. I'm giving Broke here as an example, although I don't have him geared yet, just because of I have him at 5 stars and I'm slowly going to be working on his promotion. So how should you be looking at promotion materials? There's these materials that everybody at the start of the game seems to think that these are very, very difficult to get. Mythic extracts by themselves seem very, very difficult. At the start of the game, you require 4. It seems that it's endless amount of energy trying to farm it, but in reality, as you play more and more and you get your main heroes awakened and not awakened, promoted and ready to go, the requirement to promote heroes becomes less and less, okay? Especially the 6-star legendaries, which require way more mythic extracts. That basically means, what that basically means is that as you play more and more, you'll start to accumulate more and more of those mythic extracts. There's many different events that pop up, or oracles trials that pop up for different things in the game, and those allow you to pick up some mythic extracts for basically just doing gear raid farming as an example. So you get some mythic extracts here. We had the Halloween event, which also gave us some mythic extracts. So different ways to acquire them without actually having to use up your energy. And then is the most basic thing, the promotion rate. How should you be farming promotion rate? It is my opinion that promotion rate at the start is a little bit difficult, and as you acquire more and more heroes, you're able to push down and go up to extreme 2, which seems to be the best place to farm. Is it though? In reality, this is not the best place to farm them. Why do I say this? Overall, promotion materials can vary in terms of the amounts that you get. Let's have a look. Epic materials, 7 to 14. So on average, you should be getting around 10 or 11 on average over the course of the runs. For legendary materials, the insignias like these, you get on average 7 or 8. As I said, sometimes you'll get 5, sometimes you'll get 10, but obviously the chances to get 10 is lower than the chances to get 5, is what I'm guessing, right? We don't know the exact rates. We don't have any data mined information, but we can assume that they make the highest reward be the least in terms of the chance to get it. With the mythic extracts, what is the chance of these? I've found over just my playing that 15, Extreme 1, and Extreme 2, any of the stages that can give you mythic extracts, you get them about 1 every 10 runs. If you're really unlucky, 1 every 20 runs. I didn't really farm stage 13 as an example when I was first playing the game, but I did farm it as I was going up. I did farm the other stage, and I found 1 every 10 is usually what happens to get the extracts. If I'm very unlucky, 1 every 20. So what is the best stage to farm? If Extreme 2 is not the best stage to farm, what is the best stage to farm? Obviously, what are you trying to farm? Are you trying to farm epics, or are you trying to farm legendaries? Are you trying to farm both? Really depends what you're doing. I would say when you are, even if you are trying to farm both, go on stage 15 to start farming for the legendaries. Look at that. 7 to 10. 7 is the minimum here. 7 is the minimum here if you compare it to 5 as the minimum there. So it's an obvious choice to go to 15. You'll be farming more of these and you'll slowly accumulate the mythic extracts. You're not trying to actively farm for these. you're gonna be farming these more. So you need, like, I believe more than 200 to get one hero to fully promote it with just the legendary ones. Okay, so with that in mind, you want to be farming and being the most efficient. Stage 15 for the legendaries, look at that, 14 to 20 for the epic ones. You can very quickly on average get 16 to 17 for each run that you do, instead of the 7 to 14. Just look at the difference there. The maximum reward here is the minimum reward here. So as a tip, go here if you want to get the legendaries, go here if you want to get the epics, and also have in mind that if you are a paying player and you do happen to purchase this, the privilege card, you are in an advantage over other players, obviously, because of the extra drops. What do the extra drops do on promotion rates? When you are farming promotion rates and you do have that one and you get an extra drop, it will not be an extra epic drop, but it will be when you are farming stage extreme 1. As an example, you get an extra drop, you'll see it will be the legendary insignias here. Okay, so let's say you get 14 of these, and then you'll get, I believe it's 7 of the insignias that you'll get as extra rewards. It's 7 to 10. Same thing happens on stage 15. Same thing will happen on extreme 2. So overall, you'll be netting more legendary insignias with the privilege card, as an example. But if you don't have it, go on 15, go on extreme 1. I highly recommend do not go on extreme 2. I think this is like a trap, not for energy, because energy, the stamina is the same that you need, but because players think, oh, I need both of them, might as well farm extreme 2. That's gonna make it easier for me to just get my promotions done. Just split your energy, go and let's say do 10 runs of these. You require even less than 10 runs, and then go do the rest on stage 15. The mythic extracts will have pretty much the same drop rate. And that is the tip for today. I think this is a pretty much an obvious thing to follow through as a way to optimize your gameplay and use your energy more wisely, your stamina more wisely. Since if you are, instead of just spending it all on promotions, you'll be using most of it, right, in gear rates. And where is the most important thing? The gear here is very difficult to acquire and very difficult to just push through. Another thing is just straight up buy the blue ones. Whenever you see the blue ones, straight up buy them. Do not think, oh, I have enough. Just straight up buy them. The cost of them in terms of gold is very low. I believe it's under 5,000 for 5 insignias. You won't need them as much anymore, and you'll see that I have a lot saved up even on my account. I just happen to buy them every single time that I see them. It's not so much because I need them. It's because just to get a good amount saved up, and then after a point, I'll decide to stop. There's also, by the way, if you guys didn't know, there's a secret achievement where you buy 1,000 things from the black market. So if you want to eventually get that done, buying these, which is like a very low cost in terms of gold, is a way to go. Also, whenever you see legendary extracts, never buy them. These are even more abundant than anything and less useful than anything in terms of promotions. And then for other things, such as I would say these insignias, you can find them for 5,000 gold. It really depends on how much gold you have saved. And then for the epic ones, these are, I believe, 3 for 5,000 gold or so. So those are okay in terms of purchasing, but again, it really depends on how often you farm for gold or you have gold saved up. After the Halloween event, I'm lucky to have a good chunk of gold, which I'll eventually use up for like a leveling up event. I think it's coming next week. So this was the video for today, guys. I hope you found it helpful. If you have more tips like these, if you are a more seasoned player, more veteran player than me, obviously leave them down below. If you disagree with what I've mentioned here, again, leave it down below. I want to see the comments going and give your thoughts and opinions on what I just said. Thank you all for watching, by the way, and subscribing to the channel. We just passed 2,000 subscribers, so that is much appreciated. Thank you all, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.